Hi, I'm Jamie Sinetta, a wellness consultant with Common Health, and I'm here today with a quick 5-minute stretch video to help us add some activity to our day. When we stay in the same position, whether we're seated or standing for an extended period of time, say an hour or more, it can cause our muscles to get tight, to get tense, and can even cause some aches and pains. So we want to add some activity breaks throughout our day to help break up those periods of relative inactivity. There's many ways that we can take activity breaks. We could do short walks, we could do strengthening exercises, we can also do stretches like what we're going to do today. The stretches that we're going to do can be done either seated or standing. If you typically sit during the day, you might want to stand to do these for the most part. If you typically stand during the day, you might want to do these seated. So that's completely up to you. There are a couple of stretches at the end where I'm going to recommend that you do those seated. So please have a chair available, even if you plan to stand for the most part. Ideally, it's going to be one that does not have wheels and one that doesn't swivel. So nice sturdy chair, and ideally it won't have any armrests. So go ahead and get your chair available and let's get started with our 5-minute stretch break. I'm going to start standing. Feel free to start seated if you'd like. Just to roll your shoulders down and back, lift up through the crown of your head so you're nice and tall. And then bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder and come back to center. Reach down through your fingertips as you continue moving back and forth from side to side, pausing as your ear gets close to your shoulder in each direction, feeling that stretch in the side of your neck. Back to center and release. Bring your arms up in front so they are in line with your shoulders, and then bend your wrists so that your fingers point up and down. So with this, we're stretching the muscles in our forearm, our flexors and our extensors for our wrists. Those can get really tight when we do a lot of typing or when we do a lot of gripping, such as when we're driving a vehicle and we're gripping that steering wheel. Go ahead and release that down. If you're seated, you're going to take hold to the back of your chair from the opposite side. If you're standing, just come around to the back, take hold to the back of your chair, press your chest forward, maybe lift your gaze. And then you do have the option, if you prefer, let go of the chair and clasp your hands together behind your back. You could even bring them away from your body a little bit for a deeper stretch. So a couple of options there. Nice deep breath and release. I'm going to come to my chair. You can do this standing. We're coming into a hamstring stretch. So one foot goes out, heel down, toe up. Hands go to opposite thigh for support. And you're just hinging from your hips. Back is flat, chest is open. If you're doing this standing, it's going to be basically the same thing. You're just going to lift your hips out of the chair and be supported only by your feet. Go ahead and switch sides, so bring that foot in, send the other foot out, and hinge forward from your hips on this side. So stretching the back of the thigh on the opposite leg. Again, totally fine to do this standing if you prefer. For me personally, I like doing this one seated because it takes away that balance aspect, and I feel like I can get a little bit deeper of a stretch in my hamstring that way. But totally up to you. Go ahead and bring that foot in. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch. So if you're in the chair, you're going to scoot to the side of your chair and then step the foot back that is closest to that edge. Hands on your hips. You're going to tilt your hips back, flatten your lower back, press your hips forward. So we're stretching that hip flexor in the front of your thigh. If you're doing this standing, it's pretty much the same shape. You're just not supported by the chair, right? You're just lifting yourself up. Go ahead and step that foot in. If you're in the chair, scoot to the opposite side. Step your opposite foot back. So same thing on this side. Your knee is below your hip. You're tilting those hips back, flattening your lower back, pushing your hip forward, really feeling that stretch in the front of your thigh, of the leg that's stepped back. Nice deep breath And then for this next one, I'm going to recommend that everyone come down into the chair. So go ahead and step that foot in, come into your chair, cross your legs either at the ankle, at the knee, or in this figure 4 position. And then you're going to twist towards the leg that is crossed. If you're in the figure 4 position, take your hand to your knee and gently press. Try to get it into this more flat position here as you twist to look over that shoulder. All right, come back to center, uncross your legs, cross the opposite side at the ankle, at the knee, or in that figure 4, and twist to the opposite side. So this time I've got my right leg crossed, I'm twisting to the right. As you twist, make sure you're staying up nice and tall, right? You're not slouching through. So reaching up through the crown of your head as you twist to the opposite side. If you're in this figure 4 position, you might feel a little more stretch in your hip. So go ahead and release that. Come to your seat. You can close your eyes, lower your gaze to the floor, just soften your gaze. We're gonna end with 3 deep breaths. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Open your eyes, lift your gaze. That is our 5-minute stretch for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you feel better, that your muscles feel less tight, less tense. And I hope that you come back often and do it with me again. As I said before, taking a short 5-minute activity break every 1 to 2 hours can really make a big difference in the way we feel throughout our day. So come back and stretch with me again soon. And I hope you have a healthy, happy day. Bye-bye.